Did you guys see that woman talking about her father getting kicked out of the nursing home? Well, apparently the nursing homes are kicking out their Medicare patients. And she was like, why would they do that? And everyone in the comments was like, honey, this is what you voted for.
So this message goes out to Donald Trump and his people. And I don't mean his supporters, I mean his staff. I've been asked before, what would it take for you to not support Donald Trump anymore? I always said, well, it'd take a lot. I've literally made thousands of videos on this app supporting you, sir. Thousands. So if you're deciding that Epstein is the bridge that you're going to burn, I got the match, sir. Let's do it. You're telling me there's no list after you told me there was a list. You're telling me that you don't care about these victims. You don't care. That's what you're telling me. This is a promise you made to the American people, sir. Non-negotiable. You, of all people, should have known this. You've always been in tune with your supporters. Always. 100% spot on. Not this time, sir. You missed this one. Non-negotiable. Got it?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Now, we all know MAGA people and majority of Republicans, they went ahead and vote against their own interests. These people, they voted for deportation. These people, they voted to punish black people. But right now, they are the same policy they have been voting to punish the black people. It is also punishing them. The same policy that they went ahead and vote to punish the immigrant people, it is also punishing them. So right now we are seeing majority of MAGA people, they are fighting tears. Majority of them, they are crying because they are losing health care, and also the deportation of their families. Majority of their families members, they are being deported, and they are now coming out really crying. And also, guys, when you talk about health care, we saw what Republicans they did. Republicans, they went ahead and vote to crash the big beautiful bill, and this big beautiful bill, it was helping the poor people, the people who cannot afford to pay their medical care. So right now, majority of the MAGA people, they are losing their health care, and also their families, they are being deported. So kindly, guys, I want you to watch this video of how MAGA people, they are really crying, and how they are regretting to voting for this administration. So kindly, guys, watch this compilation of video. I'll be back with more comment. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up, and this video, it is only for educational purposes. All credits goes to the original creator of the video.
Did you guys see that woman talking about her father getting kicked out of the nursing home? Well, apparently the nursing homes are kicking out their Medicare patients. And she was like, why would they do that? And everyone in the comments was like, honey, this is what you voted for. This is Medicare cuts. This is the big, beautiful bill. And she was like, no, that's not it. Yes, it is. I work in skilled nursing. 90% of the residents that are in there, they are Medicare patients. These buildings stay open because of Medicare. They will close down. They will not care for your aging parents and grandparents for free. They will send them home to you. You will have to quit your job and stay home and take care of them. That means you're going to have to be the caregiver for your father, your husband, your kids. You're going to have to quit your job. You're going to do all this on half the income for your household. This economy is going to suffer greatly when these places start closing down. This is one of the reasons, this is the main reason why I did not want to rely on the U.S. for my income while I'm living abroad. The economy here is bound to crash. When you cut Medicare like that and these places close, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. The dollar is going to suffer. There is no forethought with these people. They have no idea what is happening.
You know, I've said before, I voted for Trump twice, 3 times actually. Well, I guess twice, I wasn't old enough then. But, you know, my point being, I supported Trump through 3 elections. And the last 6 months have shown us Trump is not what he said that he was going to be for us. Right? I mean, we got to think about that. And what's next for Trump? Does he try to make good on these promises he's made? Think about the promises, think about the things that he said he was going to do, and he has not accomplished them. Right? I mean, it's not good. And because of this, because of false promises, poll comes out today, Trump is down 55 points with young voters under 30. 55 points. Let's talk about that. I mean, 55. Now, I will say this. I was misled at first, thinking if his approval rating was a 65, now it's a 10. It was a 55-point swing. I think that's important to know. But regardless, that's a major swing. I believe it had him at 55% approval, 45% disapproval on this age group under 30. And now he's something like 70% disapproval. I mean, so it's still a big jump. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's a big deal. But you see how he's handled these Epstein files. You see how he's handled the Israel situation. You see how he's handled immigration, which we're going to get into later. And how can you not be upset? How can you, as someone that voted for him, say, this is what I voted for?
So you were telling me that people are unaware, they're unaware that the whole reason why hospitals are not allowed to turn you away in an emergency situation, regardless of your ability to pay, is because of the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, which states that hospitals who receive Medicare funding are not allowed to turn you away. And they are proposing to cut back on Medicare and Medicaid. Talk to a caseworker. There are no ineligible people who are receiving it. The only people who are receiving it are eligible because there is a vetting process. All these people that they say are illegally getting it, it's not happening. The point is to start the process to get rid of it entirely. And if we get rid of the only guaranteed payment for medical care in this country and we leave it all to our pockets with no support, guess what's going to happen to you? You are going to lose out on care because hospitals are going to close who depend on that funding. We don't have enough money to pay the bills that they decided were fair. Which, I'm sorry, I just had a life-saving surgery and I owe $3,000. If I don't pay $55 that I don't have to my primary care physician, they can decide to no longer treat me, and they will. And I've got to start all over again somewhere else. You all think that you're safe because, it's been that way because we fought to get it that way, and they're reversing it. You all have been so pampered that you don't understand what we had to fight for to get you. Oh, but everyone dies. Bitch, apparently not politicians.
I'm making this video because I voted for Trump. And a lot of my followers are Trump supporters. And I fully expect that I will probably lose a lot of friends and followers because of this opinion. First of all, if we are friends and you can't see past politics to continue being my friend, I just want to say I don't hold any ill will towards you. I totally understand if you feel the need to unfollow me, block me, and not be my friend anymore. I respect it completely. I just don't think we have the same Donald Trump that we had circa 2016 to 2020. This is not the same man. Somewhere along the way, he lost his way. To deny help to tornado victims. Then I heard he denied further assistance from FEMA to North Carolina. This is not the man we voted for. If you are upper middle class or below, I don't see how any of us are faring well under this president. And how long are we just going to close our eyes to it and pretend it's not happening because it's him? And at least it wasn't the other guy. I will no longer stand by and pretend that I have hope in this president because I don't. This past weekend, what he did last night was 1,000,000% unacceptable. And if any other president did that, everybody would be losing their marbles. The cuts he made to programs that help lower income people, these secret dinners with people wearing masks, it's just craziness at this point, guys. And I just can no longer stand here and say I support it because I don't. No, I'm not a Democrat. I don't trust the government at all. But I just hope our friendships are strong enough that you guys don't base it just on something political. But understand, I fully expect that I will lose friendships. And I'm sorry to see you go, but I hope you can understand my side as well.
Aetna is making a massive cut to its Medicare Advantage portfolio for 2026, eliminating nearly 90 plans across 34 states. The company quietly notified third-party brokers this week, sending a wave of confusion through the insurance company and raising red flags for seniors that rely on this coverage. So this isn't a tweak. It's a large-scale retreat from markets where Aetna appears to be struggling with profitability or regulatory pressure. While full details on which counties and plans are being pulled haven't been released publicly yet, brokers report that entire service areas are going dark in states like Texas, Georgia, and Florida. This follows a broader trend of insurers, especially the major players, pulling back from aggressive Medicare Advantage growth strategies due to rising utilization costs, CMS crackdowns on overbilling, and heightened scrutiny on star ratings. For affected seniors, this means possible plan terminations, benefit disruptions, and forced switches during open enrollment. If you're a beneficiary, provider, or agent, now is the time to prepare. Aetna's exit will reshape local plan availability, network access, and member options, especially in rural or underserved areas.
My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends. That would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
We're in California's District 22, a rural community in the state's Central Valley. This district voted for Trump for the first time in 2024, but now his policies threaten one of the benefits people here rely on the most. Do you know anyone personally who voted for President Trump but depends on benefits like Medicaid?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people.
One resident who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump in 2024. Irma has several chronic health issues, including type 1 diabetes. She's also a full-time caregiver for her daughter, who has cerebral palsy, and her sister, who has Turner syndrome.
The medicine that my daughter takes for seizures, I won't be able to afford it. So we feel hopeless if those cuts come, what we want to do.
Irma was a farm worker for more than a decade. She believes that some of her and her children's health issues can be linked to the pesticides she was exposed to while working in the fields.
Look at me right now. Look at me how many sicknesses that I have. We got all in the fields. Where else? I feel like these stubby nuts in the back, But why? Why when we put food on their tables? Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it would be more family values and those programs that we really need here.
One of those promises was to protect Medicaid, which 67% of people in this district rely on. It's the largest percentage of any district in the entire country.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, we're not going to touch it.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
This bill represents the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. It will devastate vulnerable populations.
The largest tax break go to the wealthiest individuals. Are those your values?
No, that's not right.
Irma isn't the only one in District 22 who feels betrayed by the administration's plan to gut Medicaid.
The only people they're hurting are the poor people. People that really need the stuff. Elon Musk doesn't need it. Trump doesn't need it. And, billionaires don't need it.
They're making out big time with this, but they're hurting people in the process.
If we could go back to November, who would you vote for now, seeing what you see?
For either one.
You just wouldn't have voted?
Not either.
Just spent an hour on the phone with CVS Specialty trying to get my Ibrance, my stage 4 cancer medication, and this lady was trying to help me and all this, but at the end I was getting so frustrated because she's like, well, your copay assistance isn't working for some reason, and we can give you this coupon, like you can sign up for this coupon. And I was like, well, it's worked every other month. Like, am I just gonna have to have like a coupon every month now? Like, what's the limit of the coupon? And like, I was just getting so frustrated, and then I was just trying to explain to her, this is really difficult because every month it seems like there's some kind of new obstacle in the way of me getting this medication, and like, it's for stage 4 cancer, and if I don't get it, it's $15,000 a month, like if my insurance decides not to cover it, right? And I have my PPO insurance and my copay assistance because it's even expensive with the copay, and I was just explaining to her like all of it, and then I could tell that she was crying because she was also upset that like this is how the system works. And like, it's just so frustrating to have to like plan my life around this. Like, I just moved. My name is still on a lease in California, and I'm just living with my parents. So like, I've kept my insurance there because I don't have a job here yet. And so I need to switch my insurance, but I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get like a good enough plan. And like, I understand that like health insurance stuff is very frustrating, but it's a different level when it's like your life. It's not like something that I can go take a different version of, or like that I can afford to not take for a month. And my oncologist tried to have them give me 3 months at a time, and they also wouldn't approve that, so that I'd have time to like get it worked out. And I'm just being dramatic, and I know that I'll be able to get it, but like, this is like, you know, I'm so proud of myself for like getting out of the situation I was in and getting myself into a better situation. But it's really hard when you have stage 4 cancer. It's stupid. I was like editing this reel before they called me about like, you can start over anytime, like don't let cancer like scare you into living your best life. And now here I am sitting here like scared that I'm not going to be able to access my medication in Texas. And I know I will, and I know that I just need to like figure it out, but like, it's so frustrating and hard. And also it's hot. I need to go inside. I hate it.
This video is for President Trump. Man, we took a lot of hits for you, man. We've defended you, supported you, boat parades, truck parades, calling everybody, packing out, too big to rig. Your whole cabinet was built on transparency and draining the swamp. And I know you've done a lot of good, but this squashing the Epstein client list, I'm out. Imagine your kid coming home with A honor roll on his report card from school, but he stole a ring pop at the gas station on the way in the house. Just because you got good grades and all that don't mean we gonna just skate on past what you did. And here's the thing, I know you were buddies with Epstein. We all knew that. I don't think, based off the videos that I've watched and digging and asking ChatGPT and Grok and all these things, I don't think you were as dirty as the ones on that list. So, and the reason why is because Biden administration and the Obama administration, they would have let the cat out of the bag on that. If they spent $25 million of taxpayer money on the 2-year Russia hoax investigation, I can guarantee you they would have come off your connection with Epstein. But here's what I think. I think Israel's involved, and I think the CIA's involved. We already know what they did with JFK and Dr. Martin Luther King. There's some shady stuff going down. Go back and look at the documentary Black Hawk Down and all this regime change stuff the CIA and all them try to do. I think, given what's going on with Iran, I think Israel has something to do with it. And it troubles my spirit because I know biblically what I'm supposed to do. Or, coincidentally, you refused to release the list the same weekend as the big, beautiful bill was passed. So I want to know what Republicans are on that list and which Republicans that have lobbying firms that are in their pockets are on that list. Because we all know that the bridge was burned with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has got 220 million followers on X. When he talks, he's got a following. So we know that you had a hard time getting your big, beautiful bill passed. And we know politics. I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back. So is it Israel, the CIA, or Republican rhinos on that list? We want to know. And I know you're out in a couple years, but it's going to be hard for JD to get elected with your name attached if y'all just going to stride over this. And I saw the way you talked to that reporter like Is people still talking about Epstein? Is people still talking? Yeah. And for somebody who runs all these massive rallies and talks to people, I know your boys knows what's going on. And I know Laura knows what's going on. They're connected to real people, blue collar people. Don't act like you don't know that we're upset about the Epstein client list being dropped. We ain't forgot about you parading all those people up at the White House that had millions of followers on X, and they had their little binders with the Epstein list name, and then y'all called and told them don't say nothing about it. We ain't forgot about that. We ain't forgot about instead of arresting people, the Fox News interviews that Pam Bondi's been doing, talking about the Epstein list. It's on my desk, and blaming the office in Manhattan for not giving them the information. If somebody at the FBI deleted it, then talk about it. But don't tell us that there's not a client list when somebody's arrested and in jail for SA and everything else, that child exploitation and everything else that was done. The same people that put you in office are the same people that turn a cold shoulder to you. I hate it, man. You got us. And if you're still watching this video, you know why it's so hurtful. Because as a girl dad, and I look at the stats on what's going on with men and this child, it's awful out there. It's awful. I don't know of a more demonic, nasty time than what we're living in. And this internet and access to these young kids. And you're turning a blind eye to that? We stand on business. Can't be supporting somebody who's just going to sweep stuff under the rug.
My whole house is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications that he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body, it's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for, I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism. So what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free healthcare. That's it. I just love you. Have a good day.
Trump is clearly senile. You want me to show you? Watch this.
You don't talk about the fact that gasoline is down at numbers that nobody believes possible. You know why they're down, by the way? Drill, baby, drill. We're drilling like crazy right now. Gasoline is now below, in many cases, in many states, below $2 a gallon, $1.98, $1.99, $1.97.
When will these Republicans in Congress realize that this guy's not with us anymore? Doesn't know what's going on. Drilling is falling in America. Gas prices, they've been going up. $1 and something gas, you're delusional. He's either lying, senile, or my personal favorite, both. There is no drill, baby, drill, because he screwed up the economy. And his Republican sock puppets are too weak to say anything. So soon, when he sells us out to the Saudis and jobs are lost like never before, I want you to remember that it was him and his brainless policies that did it.
Oh, if they take Medicaid, oh, if they cut SNAP, those people who don't want to work have to work. No, I don't think you're looking at the deeper picture. Nurses, doctors, CNAs, LPNs, all of them gonna lose their jobs too. How, you may say? Well, if they cut all those billions of dollars in Medicaid, most of the people in hospital depend on Medicaid. Most of the people in nursing homes depend on Medicaid, which where RNs and doctors and nurses work. So if all of them die, who's gonna fund the hospitals and the nursing homes? So that means that everybody else lose their jobs too. So I don't think y'all really thinking this out clearly. So all them Senates who got RN doctors, RN daughters and all that, when they start losing their job and then, oh my gosh, God forbid they lose their job and they can't take care of their kid, they can't pay their house mortgage, what will they ever do? What will they do? Oh no. When their grandma die. Oh no. When their third cousin die. And then they got to go to the funeral and they say, what did Mary Lou die from? And then they say, because Mary Lou was on Medicaid and you guys cut the Medicaid and Mary Lou died, and then what? Oh, my bad.
I was today years old when I found out that Diaper Dawn for Donald Trump is actually a real thing. It's not a joke. He's actually been wearing Depends and he's been incontinent since The Apprentice. There was a guy that came out on the Midas Touch that worked on The Apprentice with them, and there was a man named Keith who would come and change him. His nickname was Wet Wipes. Not only that, but this man mentions that there's video evidence of this in multiple videos. One is of when Donald Trump is in France, and people reported in the crowd that they could smell something very rank, and it was coming from one particular seat. Let's watch. Watch the reaction of the people in the crowd. People are looking. The guy in the Midas Touch podcast also said that when he did a wrestling gig with the WWE, you could also see the outline of his Depends. Oh, that's a diaper if I've ever seen one. The same guy said we've actually heard him evacuating his bowels in the Oval Office. And we have. This is because Donald Trump has done so much in his life that he lost control of his bowels a long time ago. Man, what a life to be living, huh? Incontinent, and the President of the United States.
And while we talking, he signed the executive order to end Mpesa. I mean, basically, you know how you go to the emergency room and you may not have insurance or anything like that, and they have to see you, you know, because of medical reasons. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no health care, basically. And I will say this, and I will continue to say this. What is the government for? Because is it for the people? Every executive order I hear, I have yet to hear, where is it for the people? I don't care if you red, blue, black, green, whatever you are. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about no red, no blue, no left, no right, no, none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. What is the government doing for the people? Because he had already told you finna go through some hard times for the next 2 years. We already going through hard times. Now he's saying if you have an emergency and you don't have no type of financial way of paying for it, they can turn your ass around. Emergency or not. They finna put your granny and your pawpaw out on the street if they on Medicaid. No. Okay? He already done told you your teachers can't teach. I'm going to tell you what to teach. The doctors cannot do what they job. They going to tell you, if you ain't got no money, I'm not touching you. So, again, is the government for the people, by the people, or have we lost that? Or did we ever have it? Yeah. And anybody that get in my comments about Democrat, Republican, left, right, blue, red, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Because that's the biggest scam that all this left, right, you, the Democrats, I don't want to hear none of that. Because at the end of the day, this affects all of us. I don't care who you are. Okay? They playing in our face. They playing in all of our face. And you do not get in my comments about no red, blue, Democrats, Republican, left, just right. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. I don't want to hear none of that. No. You're getting blocked.
I don't think many of you understand how even if you have privatized healthcare, you are going to be adversely affected by taking Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act from the poor and rural communities specifically. Why, you ask? Because they are going to go to the hospital. The hospital's for emergency medicine, but they are going to be showing up trying to get prescriptions, blood thinners, dialysis, type 1 diabetes medication, basic routine care that they could have accessed at their primary care doctor prior, but now they can't. And these are life-saving medications. So what are they going to do? They're going to flood the hospital. That's what anyone who needs help would do. The hospital can't turn them away, and it's not a hotel, so they can't just say, get out of here. They have to treat them, which means hospitals are going to be overrun with not emergencies, but regular routine care. So when your grandma has a heart attack, there won't be beds. When your son breaks his arm, you are going to have to wait even longer while people access basic care that they had prior to this. That's why we did it. We did it because we knew we needed the emergency room to be for emergencies, and we wanted people to access affordable care where they are. I don't understand how you guys don't connect the invisible strings here. People are going to die. That's the final thing. And then once the hospital's workload becomes outrageous, nurses and doctors will leave. They are leaving. They're being poached. So when we say you're voting against yourself, that's what we mean. You have privatized healthcare? Awesome. I'm glad for you. But you are going to be adversely affected by the fact that rural and poor communities are losing their healthcare. And the fact that you don't see that tells me that you are not thinking critically. You have to open your eyes and recognize that the only people that won't be affected are the rich. Period.
A lot of y'all gonna be in for a rude awakening when you realize that your United Healthcare card is Medicare and Medicaid. It's just being managed by United Healthcare. Y'all are really not realizing that you are in danger like everybody else. Just because you don't call it Medicaid don't mean it ain't Medicaid. TennCare, that's Medicaid. Medicare, that's Medicaid. Soon-Care, that's Medicaid. Badge Care, that's Medicaid. HealthLink, that's Medicaid. All of it is Medicaid. They just call it something different. Now, some states like Alabama just say Alabama Medicaid. Georgia, Peach Care, that's Medicaid. All of it is Medicaid. And sometimes Medicaid and Medicare plans are managed by bigger companies. So you might see Blue Cross and Blue Shield on your card, but it's actually still Medicaid or Medicare. So don't be up here on your high horse thinking you won't fall, because, baby, you're going to be out there trying to do some herbal remedies yourself when you lose your health care. Do not, and I repeat, do not get way too comfortable or stick your nose so far in the air, because it might rain.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how the MAGA people, they are now coming out crying because majority of them, they are losing their family members. Majority of their family members, they are being deported, and all this, it is because of them. They made a bad decision. They voted to punish other people, but they're the ones who are now being punished very hard. And also, we have seen majority of MAGA people, they are losing their health care. Majority of them, they are losing their healthcare. You know, the Republicans, they went ahead and voted to crash the big beautiful bill, and this big beautiful bill, it was helping majority of people who they were who they were being paid low wages. This big beautiful bill, it was helping the rural hospital, the people who are in the rural areas, those people who they are being they are being paid low wages, those people who they cannot afford to pay their medical bill. This big beautiful bill, it was helping them. But right now, the MAGA people, that the ones who voted so that this big beautiful can be crushed, and right now they are coming out and they are really crying. So we have been seeing also in the deportation, ICE, it is raiding also in the homes of the MAGA people, because these people, they thought that they were being exceptional. No, Donald Trump policy, it is cutting across all. It doesn't care if you vote for Donald Trump or didn't vote for Donald Trump. What Donald Trump is doing is what he promised them, and I wonder why are these people right now coming out and crying? So I want to read some of the comment from you guys on the comment section. Majority of you people, you have shared your thoughts on the comment section. And also, guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me, what do you feel about right now MAGA people crying, they're losing their health care. We have seen how the groceries, the price of the grocery, they are skyrocketed from 15% to 50%. We have seen also the MAGA people, the white people, they are coming out and crying because of this tariff. It is also affected the majority of them. They are saying that they cannot even afford to they cannot even afford basic necessities. So the MAGA people, they are really crying. So let me just read some of the comment that majority of you guys, you have shared in the comment section. And also, guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. And also remember, this video, it is only for educational purposes. We are here to learn. So this one is saying that in all firms, Trump told them to their face that he doesn't give a about them. So this one saying that Trump told them in their face that right now he doesn't care. He doesn't care what these MAGA people they will say. Right now, Donald Trump. You remember Donald Trump? He came out and said that right now, these people, they are foolish. He doesn't want their support right now. And you know that majority of MAGA people, they were asking for Epstein file. And Donald Trump, he came out and said that these people right now, they're, instead of concentrating with other important things, they are still asking for Epstein file. And he told them that these people, they are stupid. I don't want, and these people, they are foolish. I don't want right now, I don't care about them. I don't want their support. So the MAGA people, they are now feeling it. Donald Trump, he told them on their face that he doesn't want their support right now. So that it is what MAGA people, they are getting after voting so hard for Donald Trump. This one is saying that I have no respect, no sympathy for Trump supporters who get deported. Amen. So this one is saying that these people, that the ones who voted for deportation. So let them be deported because they're the ones who brought all these deportation in America. And we have seen also the MAGA people, especially the white farmers in the farms, they are really crying. Majority of them, they are going bankrupt because the people who are helping them, they are immigrant people, and immigrant people, they are not showing up in their farm simply because of how ICE it is raiding in their farm, and because of the immigrant people not showing up in the white farms. So we have seen the crops, it is rotting. We have seen these people that are going bankrupt. Majority of them, they are really crying. So we have this one is saying that they wanted this thing to happen. They just wanted them to happen to someone else. Yeah, so these people, they wanted all this right now, what it is happening to them, to be happening to the black people and immigrant people. But it has turned out that also that the ones who are going through that, also the people who are being affected highly because of voting against their own interests. So next time, don't just vote to punish others. Don't vote for your own interest. Vote knowing that the policy will also favor you. Vote so that also you can make your country agree. Don't vote for racism. You know, these people, they voted for racism. They voted that black people and immigrant people can be punished. These other races can be punished. They wanted to make America white. It is not making America great again. How can you make America great again? And right now we are seeing a majority of Americans, they cannot even afford basic necessities. The farmers, they are crying. So these people, they voted to make America white again, not to make America great again. So this one is saying that I really dislike people who lack empathy for others, then expect it when trouble come to their own door. So this one is saying that these people right now, they are asking for empathy. And they're the ones who voted for this. So right now, they are expecting that the black people can come and help them, or black people can forgive them, or black people can help them for what they are going through right now. So for me, I can tell you that these people, that the ones who voted for this, and they need to bear with it. They need to learn from experience, so that next time they will not vote against their own interests. So this one is saying that Kamala told the nation exactly what was going to happen if Trump was voted in, and everything she said has come to pass. But hey, this is what they voted for. Yeah, so you remember Kamala Harris also, he warned the MAGA people. He told them what it is going to happen, and we are seeing right now what Kamala Harris, she said it is now happening. And these people, I hope right now they are learning. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. The best part of waking up is having MAGA tears in my cup. let me just guys read this. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. The best part of waking up is having MAGA tears in my cup. So Donald Trump, he told them that I don't care about you. I just want your vote. Yeah, Donald Trump, he told them on their face, I don't want MAGA people. He just wanted their vote, and these people, they gave out their vote. So right now, they are really crying. What I heard from her husband was, I vote to hurt other families, not mine. That it is called FAFO. Yeah, so these people, they voted to hurt other families, but not them. So we have seen their families, they are being deported. Their family members, they are being deported. So this one, it is also affecting them. And they are the ones who voted for this administration. So what do you want, MAGA? You vote for him, you got him. Poor old guy, he deserves what he voted for. FAFO. They reap what they sow. Only a fool will trust a liar. Yeah. So these people, it is not the first time that these people for doing this. These people, they have been voting against their own interests for so many years. They have been voting to punish others, but this one now, God came through for black people. God came through for immigrant people, because if it is being deporting immigrant people, also their families members that are being deported. If the policy it is affecting, if the policy it is affecting black people, also it is also affecting them. So right now things are equal in America. You say they have been tricked people like I am, how we all had Trump. They vote on their own. Hate for other, they are getting karma. She didn't care if other families were being terrorized, as long as it didn't affect her. Yeah, so these people, they don't care if their families, if other families, they are being deported, or this a bad thing which it is happening to others. But when it is happening to them now, they are now concerning, but to others, they don't concern. So this one now, it is like a lesson. So kindly guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me, what do you feel about our topic today? Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, like the video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.